Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I have my friend Mr. Prashant Chandia. Hi, Prashant.
Hi.
So, the sad news is Prashant is leaving tomorrow, and we had a wonderful week. It was wonderful for me. Was it good for you?
Yeah, it was really good to see Ryan and the family, and our other friend as well. It's been a great week. Great week.
Yeah. We had a lot of, guys, check out the vlogs. We made 2 or 3 vlogs. We made one room tour vlog also yesterday.
Yes.
And we just got back home yesterday, chilling. So I was talking to Prashant about, basically he's lived in the UK for, he's a British citizen for over
20 years.
20 years. And he's worked in the US also, Arizona, very close to Phoenix for the past 1 year. So he has an idea of the differences, between UK and US.
Yeah.
I know mostly you worked and lived in the UK, and your mom is there, your brother's there.
Yeah.
But he and his wife are now in Arizona, where he'll be going this weekend. And we wanted to talk about, so Prashant, few tips or a few points about your experience and life generally.
Yeah, generally, I would say in both the locations, it's been a bit of a different. There's a lot of differences. There's a lot of pros and cons. We're not going to go through the cons, but we'll go through basic differences.
Yeah.
I think the first thing is that it's a bright sunny day over here in New Jersey. The weather in the UK is kind of predictable. It's always cold, wet, and windy. Over here, we can actually experience all the 4 seasons. And it's completely a different environment in terms of weather, because over there probably you guys would know when you're watching cricket matches and etc. It just rains anytime.
So I was in the UK in 2005, and I think most of the days I was holding an umbrella.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's
so the weather is a big one, because here in New York too we have 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall, but there it's mostly rain.
No, it's rain. I mean, winters are cold, but it does rain. Summers are warm, but it also does rain. Autumn, spring also you have quite a bit of rain. So because the UK is an island, so everyone knows. The weather system over there is different compared to here. Yeah. But it's
carry an umbrella, guys, if you visit UK. So let's move on. We have so many points to talk about, but the next one, Prashant, is why do you guys like those small cars?
Oh, I think one of the main reasons is the European cities aren't kind of built in such a way that you can have the big 4x4s and the SUVs. I think we over here, I was amazed by the size of the vehicles that you have. I mean, the first day when I landed, we had a company driver who came to pick us up in a GMC, which was a massive vehicle, and I was like, that point I told the driver, saying that this is the real American muscle. And the roads are built, the infrastructure over there is much more different compared to what you will have here. It is really small. Streets are small, lanes are small, parking is an issue. Over here everything is kind of vast. The road, the size of the road is kind of in normal situations you've got about 4 lanes, 2 lanes each side. Over there you've got 1 lane on each side, specifically in the small cities. But over here, even yesterday when we went to New York City, they still have kind of 2 lanes on each side. So the infrastructure is completely different, and there's a lot of land. It's really vast. Parking is not that much of an issue wherever you go. Specifically to kind of grocery stores, there's a lot ample of parking spaces. Back in the UK, sometimes if you go on a Sunday, you won't find parking. You have to kind of circle around the parking lot for about 5-10 minutes to kind of get parking.
So I was also talking to Prashant. He saw our new house, and he's been to our other friend's house, Kozema. So the house sizes to here and the facilities here are much different.
Yes, the house sizes are kind of really kind of different. You've got more square footage. Back in the UK, the houses are small, even though you say you have a 3-bedroom. One of the 3rd bedroom is always a box room, which is 1/4 the size of a normal bedroom. Over here, it's completely different. Even we live in an apartment complex, and in an apartment complex, the amenities we have a swimming pool, gym, etc., which you won't find in Arizona, which you won't find back in the UK.
So we were talking that it's expensive to live in UK,
Yes.
but it's like Mumbai, right? The apartments are
the
smaller.
apartments are
The
smaller.
bedrooms are smaller. Like here in a bedroom, you can fit sofa set, lot of things, but there it's just your bed and wardrobe.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. So and this voltage, you guys are what, 110 or 240?
No, we use 240 over
240.
there. Yeah, just like India.
Like India.
Yeah. So entire Europe and India, it's kind of easier because when we take our phone chargers and
Yeah,
your
yeah.
basic electrical stuff, it kind of works
Yeah.
well in India. Whereas over here, we got my TV and things
Yeah.
from Europe where we had to buy a converter, and those
Yeah.
converters are not cheap.
But
They're
does
expensive.
it works fine?
It works fine.
Yeah. So there is a way out. If you have your TVs and all, you can bring it here and get the converter. Now coming, Prashant, to hospitalization, medical, I think there you guys have it a lot easier.
Yeah, it's much more easier. We've got the NHS, the National Health Service, and medical. Of course, it's kind of free, but it's embedded in your taxation system. Over here, the taxes are less compared to what you would pay in the UK. We have different bands of taxes, but yeah, medical is free for all kind of permanent residents and British citizens.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so it's one headache you don't have, because here, okay, we have insurance, but those who don't have insurance have a lot of trouble in the US. Coming to things like technology, Apple products, Kindles, my memory card actually ended during the video, so we took a little break, but that's all part of the YouTube game. So Prashant, we were talking about Apple Card and stuff. All this in the US is easier?
Yeah. So products are launched, like the Amazon Kindle was launched here first, and then it came into the UK. Subsequently, the Apple Card. We still don't have the Apple Card back in the UK. Over here, I was excited, when I kind of got the Apple Card, and it's kind of titanium and a lot of technology-wise things kind of release here earlier than the European market.
Yeah, that's true. I think in the US we take things for granted. As something is launched, it is first available here. Apple, any product, shoes, clothes,
shoes as well.
The Nike latest sneakers, anything, Yeezy, t-shirts, whatever. Global launch is always first over here, so we get it much quicker, and the pricing is. How do you find things like clothes cost and shoe cost?
Clothes and shoes, they're much more cheaper here. The only difference I would say is that we back in Europe, or it's similar to India, where you see what you pay.
Yeah.
Right over here, if you see something for $20, you have to kind of go, and then when you go to the checkout, they'll say, okay, they add on the tax over there, which is a bit annoying. I found it really irritating and annoying at first, because you say the price tag says 20, and then you kind of go to the checkout and they say 25, and it was. But in the UK, Europe, or even in India, we say 599, we pay 599.
Yeah. But still, overall, here you feel it's cheaper to buy.
Yeah, it's cheaper to buy
branded clothes or shoes or
Yes.
outlet malls.
Outlet malls, yeah, exactly.
So I think outlet malls, you get some great deals in the US. So yeah, I mean that's there. Now coming to your, we'll end with this, Prashant. You worked 20 years in, and you can share a little about your career. And some of the differences you find, like is the UK very formal in the office space, or is it less here or more? And this is more about Arizona, because you worked only in Arizona.
Yeah.
I know New York and all are more formal, like where my wife works. So can you share a bit about your work, like what field you're in and all that stuff?
Yeah, so I am in the kind of banking industry. I've been in the banking industry for over about 18-19 years now. The work cultures are different, specifically in terms of the working environment in the office. Over here in Arizona, we kind of much more casual. It's again linked to the weather, because Arizona is really hot. It goes up to about 48-49 degrees Celsius, and you can't wear a suit in that. When I initially arrived, I used to go to the office in a suit, and then it was like, no way, you can't manage. So you kind of just completely drenched, and therefore they allow you to kind of wear shorts and t-shirt, and it's really casual. But in the UK now, some of the companies, they've started Friday casual day and so on. So it depends on which industry, which firm you work for. Of course, you have when you have client meetings, then you have to kind of dress well. Dress formally. So that's about it.
So the other thing I wanted to share is, in the US, to become a citizen, it could be different for different visas. Like with the L1A, for us it was 5-6 years. It can, you become a citizen. If you marry marry someone who's a US citizen, you can become a citizen very quick with the green card and all that. But some visas in the US, like the H1 or the other visas, you could be on a visa for 30-40 years without anything. Like you won't even get a green card, you won't get a citizenship.
Right.
You just be on a visa for 20-30 years.
Yeah.
Which is very sad, you know.
Yeah.
So how's it for the UK?
For the UK, it's a bit stringent. Of course, back in the day, it was much more easier. We kind of got our citizenship within 5 years of living there, and there wasn't any issues. But now, of course, rules have changed all over the world. So, I mean, I would say now, on an average, it takes about 8 years or so. But I'm not too kind of completely sure about of how long it takes, because we've done and dusted. So
So I've also heard 5 to 8 years is the average for UK, but things are changing because more and more people want to come to the US, UK, these countries. So Prashant, your mom and brother are there. Do you want to say hi to them?
Yeah, hi mom and to Z as well.
Them?
Yeah, I do miss them, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah. So he's talking a lot about his mom and brother, and when he's here, he's been sharing a lot of videos with them. So I'll also say hi to auntie and his brother and everyone. So we'll log off now, dude.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we are going to one of the outlet malls shopping, and Prashant's going to buy me something as a gift, right?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Yeah, sure, right? You said it on camera now.
I said it on camera.
You have to do it.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're going to log off. Have a lovely weekend. See you, Prashant.
Yep. Thanks everybody for watching. Enjoy the weekend, and make sure if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe and hit the like button.
Yes, please do that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Prashant.
Right.
All right. Bye.